Nonz special announcement. Okay, so before I go into this, I have to explain that I will be uploading another movie special for Nonz before I release the manga version of the Big Out arc, or at least my manga version. So let me elaborate what makes Nonz specials spoiler free. The Nonz Valentine's Day special is canon to the storyline, but it has miscellaneous things. The things that make Nonz specials spoiler free is that they do have spoilers, but it's miscellaneous. Like, he's having to have abilities at different times. It's not ability to show, but they portray it in a way. I'll put it like this: they have things related to what they can do further in the show, but it's not in the same context. So what happens is they use the same level of skill that they do in the future arcs, but they're moves that they never do in the arc. So their abilities are a little bit more hacks. There are slightly spoilers, but they're in a miscellaneous timeline. Like Dragon Ball Z timeline, when things don't fit in, their timelines are miscellaneous. So it's not really a spoiler because it's like Dragon Ball GT. Every non-special besides, the Valentine's Day special, Curse the Elven Statue, those are mainstream ones. Those are part of the Nonz storyline, and they are basically canon, but the other thing, the one I'm gonna be uploading pretty soon, is not going to be canon, but will be a part of continuity. They're gonna have a groundbreaking character that's going to literally give you a feel of why the team of Nonz is so crafty, but it's not going to ruin the feel of when you watch the arcs. The difference between the movies and the arcs is how the arcs play out. Like the Valentine's Day special gave you so much good shit that was about Nonz. Everything that was great about Nonz was in the Nonz Valentine's Day special, but it is canon to a storyline, because if you pay attention to the Nonz Valentine's Day special, it's when they first graduate before they do their first mission. So that's why Ranye is there where he shouldn't be, but that's why literally this is something for fans to watch, but it's not gonna be milked. I'll put it like that. It's gonna be just like Super 17. It's gonna be very impactful, but it's not gonna spoil the storyline too much because the storyline can do without it. I'll put it like that. That is how Nonz specials work out. They are spoiler free because of the way the show pans out. So this is a character that I was saving for the Uncle David video. The one when Robin's playing pool. The legendary one where I'm talking about. This is the one that's making a reference to CP9. Since the Big Out arc is based off of All On Park, this arc is based off CP9 and One Piece. So if you want to know what this is based off of, this is based off of, my addiction for One Piece. But I used to love One Piece so much. So this character, I know, this would look so much better if I would have explained this in the Uncle David video about Lily, the Nonz update. Lily, it would have looked so better, but I realized that there's some things you have to discard and there's some things that you have to push forward. And this is something that I have to push forward because it's not going to ruin the feel of the Big Out arc. But the reason why I have to push this forward is because we're in a really bad pandemic right now. We're in a really bad time. We really have to literally shove some things in the spotlight of people in order for them to understand specific situations. So in order for you to understand how hyped this is a character that I've been saving since I was in 8th grade, damn near 7th. And everybody knows about me. Oh, the mysterious 7th grade warrior. The guy who literally couldn't socialize in school, but literally has his own world of manga. With literally nothing but anime openings, who was literally on top of everything. Yeah, so literally, that was around the same mindset, but also around the same. So I made this character when I was in 8th grade. So this character was somebody who I literally thought about to rival better. So better, I understood that I gave you an eye catcher when I said it's gonna be a mixture of Yuya from Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5 and Rob Lucci from One Piece. So the reason why it's Yuya and Rob Lucci, the main character, that main villain in this special's name is Yulush. And he is a mafia boss leader who is a tactic at Kung Fu. And the reason why we fused them together, the concept of this character is really, really OP, because what he is he can summon the Odd Eyes Dragon. So he's basically like Kazik Dachihiro. You can summon animals in Nonz, just like you can summon animals in Naruto, but this guy is specifically, he creates the projections for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Disk. He makes his monsters come to life, and he's also an expert at hand-to-hand combat, so it's gonna be a really big difficulty for Gabaya. So literally, that is the eye catcher. So that's why I mean that it's not really canon to the storyline, but it's a big part of continuity because he's gonna be a really, really hard villain to defeat. And that's right, they have the same fighting style, so that's why it's really crazy. So on to the big spoiler that is not a part of the Nonz canon storyline, but real kind of piss you off. I'm sorry, this is gonna piss you off because I was trying to state this before. It would have been so much better. I was trying to save this guy, but this is the perfect time to release him because, you know, at this time it won't be a spoiler, but there was a certain time where it would have been a spoiler. There's going to be an ice skater that fights better. So this is Nonz Rims Island. We are guaranteed a very intense fight with better because it's based off CP9, and yes, it's crazy. And yes, Kazik Dachihiro will be fighting in the special, and he's going to be fighting the leader of the Turtle Hermit. The leader of the Turtle Hermit is going to be fused with Kite from Hunter x Hunter. What I do sometimes is I take ideas and I literally put them into a spotlight in order to improvise as far as my main storyline, which is way more concrete writing. This doesn't have as the biggest thought process, but that ice skater guy that's gonna fight better was my writing process in 8th grade and 7th grade. So this is my gift to you guys. If you guys want to know how good I was at this, is the feel of the big out arc. This is when I was obsessed with One Piece movies. I was obsessed with One Piece literally more than Dragon Ball at the time. I was making comparisons to Luffy and Goku all the time. And so this is my love for One Piece movie. So literally, Rims Island is about literally Gabaya being ordered to go find a piece of gold for a mission in order to receive a specific code that's on the gold. And he is accompanied by the Monster Trio, Gabaya. Metaphorically, the Monster Trio, if you go watch the Nonz playlist, is Gabaya, Beta, and Tito. And so on the side are 2 team captains. They have to bring 2 team captains, and the 2 team captains are Zach and Viedo. So literally, they had to make sure they brought haymakers for this mission, but there's also Kazik standing on the sidelines in order to observe the situation. So he's already there, and he ordered Gabaya and everybody to go on a mission to go fight a really, really high tier team that was sent by Zofio. So this is literally, it's a fun idea because what happened is literally not the Crane, but the Turtle Hermit. I mean, not the Turtle Hermit, but the Crane Hermit. The Crane Hermit is going to fight Kazik Dachihiro. The leader is going to literally, he's infused with Kite from Hunter x Hunter. Kite is also a sensei, so this a character is based off 2 senseis from 2 different shonen animes. It's gonna fight Kazik specifically to give him a hard time because that is exactly why Kazik is there, is in case things overflow. Unlike the Valentine's Day special, there will be some team captains in because you haven't seen a team captain fight in Nonz. And there is a main character in Nonz that's going to, you know, be a part of the storyline that also ice skates, but he's not as nearly as cool as this guy. And that guy is a junior. That's a junior in high school, so he's the same age as Gabaya's older brother Jip. And that guy isn't in this special, but that guy is a part of the original storyline of Nonz. And trust me, there's nothing really ruined in this moment because of that. There's gonna be a whole bunch of miscellaneous powers, a lot of stuff that I just came up with. Something that literally is not too much at my expense, but is great enough for you to enjoy. You know, this time I actually did the freestyle. This isn't the Fortress of the Vampire, which is literally gonna be 10 times more than this. I honestly believe that literally, that this is like not as good as the original, the big out arc where it makes it really, really better than all this shit. It's really better than the Valentine's Day special. You'll see when I make it, but this is giving you a feel. That ice skater guy and that level of intensity is literally why I used to love One Piece. And so literally, so this is literally a mission. So do not think they already have leaders. So this is a really heavy mission for Gabaya. And he's really facing a real big boss, you know. And this guy is really, really strong. Lelouch is really, really strong. The ice skater character that's gonna fight better is also really, really strong. So like, these are characters that are way out of their power level, but literally is perfect for dropping right now because the Fortress is really well written. This isn't as well written. What this is basically like a free roam fight basically. So don't get too excited about the storyline, but this is something to literally show you that literally, you know, this is when I try to have fun with writing because it was very stressful for me to write the Valentine's Day special because I had to make characters from scratch. I had to make original, you know, things I had to compete with an actual anime movie. So it was really handicapping my writing capability because I actually had to go all out. This is when I freestyle. So this is Rims Island. It is based off of a broken scientist that lived in a castle in Spain. So basically, it's based off of a guy who literally has a whole bunch of experiments, you know, but he doesn't really experiment with people, but he takes different people from that know different martial arts and different fighting styles, and literally, you know, so Zofio sent that team. Lelouch's team meets up with this madman that literally, he's not a scientist because he works on organs that are literally before his time, so he is medieval level in terms of knowledge of technology, so he can't really do much with the human body, but he will manipulate it if he can. So basically, it's really hardcore, the idea and stuff like that, because we get to see advanced fights that we don't really, you know, are revealed yet, but you know, it's in beats and samples. It's so fucking different because it's not about the actual quality, it's about literally the pacing and how it pans out. This is literally the reason why. So this is gonna be cool. Don't worry, it's not gonna ruin anything because literally how much effort I put into this is self-explanatory compared to other shit. Will it be as good as the Valentine's Day special? No. So don't worry, you haven't been spoiled on anything.